What if I told you that love, real love, is both simpler and more profound than you've ever imagined? Maybe you found yourself questioning, does she really love me? You might be searching for signs, grasping at small actions, wondering if they truly reflect her heart. Love can feel like a labyrinth, especially when emotions get tangled with insecurities and misunderstandings. Here's where many stumble. We've been conditioned to look for grand gestures, fairy tale moments that supposedly confirm someone's feelings. But the truth, real love isn't always loud. It's subtle, deliberate, and deeply rooted in authenticity. It manifests in ways that are easy to overlook if you don't know what to watch for. This is where Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, can offer clarity. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what is within our control and view emotions through the lens of rationality and virtue. Applying this lens to love can illuminate truths that might otherwise remain hidden. You're about to uncover 11 undeniable signs that a woman truly loves you. These aren't superficial traits or fleeting emotions, but actions grounded in respect, loyalty, and profound affection. Each one reveals a layer of her love, peeling back the curtain to expose the depth of her heart. And here's the kicker: by recognizing and embracing these signs, you'll not only deepen your connection but also grow as a person, cultivating a relationship that thrives on mutual growth and respect. So, are you ready to discover what true love looks like? Stick with me, because by the end, you'll have the tools to recognize and cherish the love you deserve. Let's dive in. 1. She stands by you in difficult times. When life hits you with its toughest blows, who stands beside you? This question isn't just about proximity, it's about unwavering support, the kind that doesn't waver when the going gets tough. Imagine a storm raging in your life, financial troubles, career setbacks, personal loss. In these moments, her presence isn't simply a comfort, it's a testament to her love. A woman who truly loves you doesn't shy away from your struggles. She leans in, offering strength when yours falters. Her support isn't passive, she actively engages, reminding you of your worth and potential when you forget. This isn't about pity or obligation. It's about belief in your ability to overcome, belief in the partnership you share, and belief in the future you're building together. Think about it. How many people in your life remain steadfast during your hardest moments? When the world seems to crumble, and even your confidence wavers, it takes a unique kind of love to stay, to remind you of your resilience. This aligns perfectly with the Stoic principle of constancy. Stoicism teaches us that life will bring adversity, but it's how we face it and who stands with us that defines our journey. Let's take a moment to reflect. Have you experienced a time when everything felt like it was spiraling, yet she was there, unwavering? Maybe she didn't have all the answers, but her presence alone spoke volumes. She reminded you subtly but powerfully that you're not alone in this fight. It's in these moments that love transcends words and reveals itself in action. Her commitment during hardships also extends beyond emotional support. Perhaps she takes on additional responsibilities, eases your burden, or simply listens without judgment as you vent your frustrations. She sees your struggles as opportunities for both of you to grow stronger together. This mirrors the Stoic belief that adversity isn't something to fear but a chance to build resilience and character. And here's something profound. Her loyalty during tough times builds a foundation of trust that can withstand any storm. You'll find yourself looking back on those challenging periods not with bitterness but with gratitude for the strength you've both cultivated and for the love that carried you through. Now ask yourself, could this be the most authentic expression of love? When she chooses to stand by you, not because it's convenient but because she values you, isn't that the ultimate demonstration of her heart's depth? Let's flip the perspective for a moment. How do you show up for her in her moments of struggle? True love is a two-way street, a partnership where both individuals support and uplift each other. By reciprocating her steadfastness, you create a bond fortified by mutual respect and resilience. Together, you embody the Stoic ideal of a life guided by virtue, even in the face of life's greatest challenges. So the next time life throws you a curveball, pay attention to who's standing beside you. If she's there, unwavering and resolute, you're witnessing one of the purest forms of love. It's not about perfection or never making mistakes, it's about showing up, staying present, and holding each other through the storm. That, my friend, is love in its truest form. How do you feel so far? Can you recognize this kind of love in your life? If this resonates with you, stay tuned. The next sign we'll explore reveals another dimension of her love that's equally powerful and transformative. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. 2. She supports your aspirations. Picture this. You've just shared a dream or goal that sets your soul on fire. Maybe it's starting a business, writing a novel, or finally taking that long-awaited leap into a new career. As you speak, her eyes light up, not with skepticism or doubt, but with genuine excitement for you. She doesn't just nod politely or offer vague platitudes. Instead, she dives in, asking questions, offering ideas, and brainstorming ways to help you make it happen. This is the kind of love that fuels ambition. A woman who truly loves you becomes your greatest supporter, your unwavering cheerleader. She sees potential in you, even in moments when your confidence falters. But her support goes beyond mere words of encouragement. She actively participates in your journey, offering practical help when needed and stepping back when she knows you need space to figure things out on your own. Why does this matter? Because love isn't just about comfort, it's about growth. When she supports your aspirations, she's not just investing in your dreams, she's investing in the future you're building together. This aligns perfectly with Stoicism's emphasis on pursuing excellence and living in accordance with one's values. Stoics teach us that personal growth and striving for virtue are lifelong pursuits. In a loving relationship, both partners encourage and uplift each other in these endeavors. Let's be real. Chasing dreams isn't always glamorous. There are setbacks, doubts, and moments of frustration. But when you have someone in your corner, someone who believes in your potential and isn't afraid to remind you of it, those hurdles become easier to overcome. A woman who loves you will celebrate your victories, no matter how small, and help you navigate the inevitable challenges. Here's the beautiful part. Her support isn't about pushing her own agenda. She's not trying to mold you into someone you're not. Instead, she encourages you to become the best version of yourself, the version that aligns with your deepest passions and values. This selfless support is a testament to her love and respect for your individuality. Now, take a moment to reflect. Have you experienced this kind of support? Think about the times when she's encouraged you to keep going, even when the odds were stacked against you. How did it feel to have someone believe in you so completely? And if you haven't yet encountered this level of partnership, ask yourself, are you ready to recognize and embrace it when it comes? But let's not forget, support in a relationship is a two-way street. Just as she uplifts you, it's essential to reciprocate. Are you her cheerleader? Do you encourage her to pursue her passions with the same fervor? Mutual support strengthens the foundation of your relationship, creating a dynamic where both partners thrive and grow together. When you find this kind of love, it's transformative. It's not just about achieving your dreams, but about knowing that someone is with you every step of the way, celebrating your highs and helping you navigate the lows. Together, you create a partnership rooted in mutual growth, respect, and unwavering belief in each other's potential. A partnership that embodies the core tenets of Stoicism: resilience, courage, and shared progress toward a virtuous life. So now, let me ask you, does this resonate with you? Have you experienced the empowering love of a partner who supports your aspirations? Or are you realizing that this is the kind of connection you're seeking? If her support has made a difference in your life, share your story in the comments below. Your experiences might inspire someone else to recognize and appreciate the love in their life. And if this content is striking a chord, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Your engagement helps us create more content that explores these profound aspects of love and relationships. Let's continue this journey together. Your insights matter. 3. She embraces you just the way you are. Imagine standing before someone stripped of all pretenses, showing your true self, flaws, quirks, and all. Now imagine that person looking back at you, not with judgment or disappointment, but with warmth and acceptance. This is the essence of love, a deep, unshakable embrace of who you are, even when you're at your most vulnerable. A woman who truly loves you doesn't place you on an unrealistic pedestal. She knows you're human, that you'll stumble and make mistakes. But instead of focusing on your shortcomings, she sees the whole picture. She recognizes your strengths, values your efforts, and accepts the imperfections that make you uniquely you. This kind of love isn't about tolerating flaws, it's about embracing them as part of the complex, evolving person she's chosen to be with. And think about how liberating this feels. In a world where perfection is often pursued but never attained, having someone who loves you as you are can be a transformative experience. It's a love that provides safety and stability, allowing you to lower your guard and be your authentic self without fear of rejection. Stoicism reminds us to accept reality as it is, including our own and others' imperfections. This principle becomes even more powerful within the context of love. But here's the thing, her acceptance doesn't mean complacency. She isn't content to watch you stay stagnant. True love involves growth, and she actively supports your journey toward becoming a better version of yourself. She'll encourage you to confront your weaknesses, not out of criticism, but because she believes in your potential. Whether it's a bad habit you're trying to break or a skill you're looking to develop, she'll be there, cheering you on, offering support, and sometimes giving you the gentle push you need. Consider the power of forgiveness in this context. We all have moments when we fall short, moments when we let ourselves and those we care about down. A woman who loves you understands this and practices forgiveness as a way of strengthening your bond. This forgiveness isn't about ignoring or excusing mistakes. It's about acknowledging them, learning from them, and moving forward together. It's a process deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and grace. Now, ask yourself, how often do you allow others to see your true self? And when you've shown your vulnerabilities, how have they responded? The woman who loves you won't shy away from the less polished parts of your personality. Instead, she'll make it clear that these are simply pieces of a much larger puzzle, one she deeply values. Her ability to embrace your full self also strengthens the relationship in profound ways. By accepting each other's imperfections, you create a space where honesty thrives. You can discuss your fears, insecurities, and ambitions without the weight of judgment. This openness builds a foundation of trust and mutual respect, allowing your relationship to weather the inevitable storms of life. It's also important to remember that this acceptance goes both ways. Just as she embraces you, she'll expect the same in return. She wants to be seen, understood, and loved for who she truly is. Are you willing to offer her the same level of acceptance and support? By doing so, you create a partnership where both individuals feel valued and empowered to grow. Ultimately, this kind of love challenges you to see the beauty in imperfection. It invites you to move past the superficial and connect on a deeper, more meaningful level. In her eyes, you are more than your successes or failures. You are a person worthy of love, growth, and belonging. And that, perhaps, is one of the most profound gifts a loving relationship can offer. 4. She shares her vulnerabilities. Vulnerability, such a delicate, yet powerful word. It's often misunderstood as a weakness, but in reality, it takes immense courage to expose the parts of ourselves we usually keep hidden. When a woman truly loves you, she won't just share the joyful and polished aspects of her life. She'll let you into her world, showing you the sides of her that are raw, unguarded, and deeply personal. Picture this. She opens up about her fears, perhaps her anxiety about the future, her insecurities, or past experiences that have left scars. These aren't easy conversations. They require trust, an environment of emotional safety, and the belief that you won't judge or dismiss her feelings. When she shares these parts of herself, she's not seeking pity or solutions. She's offering you a glimpse into her inner world, a world she might not share with anyone else. This act of vulnerability is a profound expression of love. Why? Because it signifies trust. She trusts you with her most sensitive thoughts and emotions, believing that you'll hold them with care. Stoicism teaches us that true strength lies in accepting life's uncertainties and navigating them with courage. When she chooses to be vulnerable, she's practicing this strength, inviting you to stand beside her in life's complexities. Now, consider the depth of connection that vulnerability fosters. By sharing her fears and insecurities, she's not only allowing you to understand her better, but also building a foundation of intimacy that transcends surface-level interactions. You begin to see her not just as a partner, but as a complex, multifaceted individual with her own struggles and triumphs. This understanding strengthens your bond, creating a partnership rooted in empathy and mutual support. But vulnerability isn't just about sharing struggles. It's also about revealing dreams, desires, and hopes. She might talk about her aspirations, the things that light up her soul, but also terrify her. These are deeply personal aspects of her identity, and by sharing them with you, she's inviting you to be a part of her journey. She's showing you that your relationship is a safe space for her ambitions to flourish. Let's not overlook how challenging this can be for many people, especially in a world that often equates vulnerability with weakness. Society encourages us to put on a brave face, to appear strong and unshakable. Yet Stoicism teaches a different kind of strength, the strength to face life's uncertainties with honesty and resilience. In a loving relationship, this translates to the courage of opening up, even when it feels risky. When she shares her vulnerabilities, she's also creating an opportunity for you to do the same. Are you willing to meet her openness with your own? Are you ready to let her see the parts of you that you usually keep hidden? This mutual exchange of vulnerability is where true intimacy thrives. It's not about being perfect, it's about being real. By embracing each other's vulnerabilities, you cultivate a relationship built on trust, understanding, and emotional depth. This kind of connection is rare, and it requires effort and courage from both partners. It's about showing up, not just in moments of joy, but also in moments of fear and uncertainty. Ultimately, her willingness to be vulnerable with you is a testament to the depth of her love. It's a reminder that love isn't about pretending to be flawless. It's about finding strength in each other's imperfections and building a life together, one honest conversation at a time. In these moments, love reveals its most authentic form, unfiltered, courageous, and profoundly human. 5. She acts as both friend and advisor. In the world of love, being partners isn't just about sharing romantic moments or planning a future together. It's about being each other's safe haven and guiding light. A woman who truly loves you seamlessly takes on the dual role of both friend and advisor. She's the one you can share your deepest secrets with, the one who listens without judgment, and the one who offers advice that comes not from a place of control but from a place of care. Imagine this. You're faced with a difficult decision. Maybe it's a career move or a personal dilemma. You talk to her, laying out your concerns and uncertainties. She listens intently, absorbing every word, every nuance of your struggle. And when you're done, she offers her perspective, not to impose her will but to help you see things more clearly. Her advice is thoughtful, rooted in her understanding of who you are and what you value. It's the kind of counsel that only someone who truly knows and loves you can provide. This dynamic reflects one of the most beautiful aspects of a relationship: mutual growth. As your closest friend, she provides a non-judgmental space for you to express yourself. As your advisor, she helps you navigate life's complexities with wisdom and insight. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of wisdom and discernment in making decisions, and in this role, she becomes a living embodiment of those principles. But it's not a one-way street. She values your opinions just as much as you value hers. She seeks your guidance, knowing that your perspective is grounded in love and a genuine desire for her happiness. This reciprocity strengthens your bond, creating a partnership where both individuals feel valued and supported. It's a delicate balance, but when achieved, it elevates your relationship to a level where love is not just about affection, but about shared wisdom and growth. Take a moment to reflect on your own experiences. Has she ever offered advice that shifted your perspective or helped you make a difficult choice? Or perhaps you've been her sounding board, providing the clarity she needed in a challenging situation. These moments of mutual support are where the true depth of your connection lies. And let's be honest, how often do we take this kind of dynamic for granted? It's easy to focus on the more visible aspects of a relationship. The romance, the shared experiences, while overlooking the quiet strength of being each other's confidant and guide. Yet this is the heart of a strong, enduring partnership. Now, here's where I want to hear from you. Have you experienced this kind of dual role in your relationship? Do you see yourself and your partner as both friends and advisors, guiding each other through life's and downs? Share your stories in the comments below. I'm curious to know how this dynamic has shaped your connection. And if this resonates with you, don't forget to hit that like button. Your engagement helps us dive deeper into these meaningful aspects of love and relationships. Together, we can explore what it truly means to build a partnership that thrives on mutual growth and unwavering support. Let's continue this journey and discover more about the beauty of authentic, stoic love. 6. She does not take you for granted. There's a quiet kind of magic in feeling truly seen and valued by someone. In a world where routine can often dull the senses, where the extraordinary can become ordinary with time, it's easy for people to start taking each other for granted. But a woman who truly loves you defies this tendency. She doesn't fall into complacency. Instead, she consistently acknowledges your efforts, both big and small, ensuring that you feel appreciated and valued. Picture the little things you do every day. Perhaps you bring her coffee in the morning, remember her favorite snacks, or take care of tasks that make her life easier. To someone who truly loves you, these gestures don't go unnoticed. She sees the intention behind them and expresses her gratitude, whether through words, a heartfelt smile, or acts of kindness in return. This consistent appreciation keeps your connection vibrant. It's not about grand displays of gratitude, but about the small, daily affirmations that remind you of your importance in her life. Stoicism teaches the importance of recognizing and valuing the efforts of others, a principle that she embodies fully. By appreciating what you bring to the relationship, she reinforces a sense of mutual respect and admiration. Her respect for you extends beyond private moments. In social settings, she speaks highly of you, never belittling your efforts or making light of your mistakes. She understands that how she treats you in public reflects the depth of her love and respect. This public affirmation isn't about performative affection, it's about genuine admiration and pride in the partnership you've built. But what happens when relationships enter a more comfortable phase? Over time, it's natural for couples to settle into routines, and sometimes the effort that once seemed so essential can begin to feel expected. A woman who loves you actively works against this tendency. She continues to notice and appreciate the little things you do, keeping the relationship dynamic and nurturing. She doesn't allow the value of your contributions to fade into the background. Her appreciation is not one-sided either. She knows that the best relationships are built on a foundation of mutual respect and gratitude. Just as she acknowledges your efforts, she also hopes for the same in return. This balance fosters an environment where both partners feel seen, valued, and respected, a cornerstone of a strong and enduring relationship. Well, think about how this dynamic plays out over time. When both partners practice gratitude and avoid taking each other for granted, it creates a positive cycle of appreciation. This strengthens your emotional connection, making the relationship more resilient in the face of challenges. Stoicism reminds us to focus on what truly matters, and in love, few things are more important than valuing the person you've chosen to share your life with. Ultimately, her consistent acknowledgement of your worth isn't just a reflection of her love. It's a commitment to keeping your relationship thriving. By recognizing and celebrating each other's contributions, you both cultivate a partnership that grows richer with time, grounded in mutual respect and unwavering appreciation. 7. She makes sacrifices for you. Love often reveals itself in the quiet, unspoken sacrifices that one person makes for another. When a woman truly loves you, her actions reflect a deep willingness to prioritize your well-being, sometimes even at the expense of her own comfort or convenience. These sacrifices aren't grand gestures meant to draw attention. Instead, they are often subtle, woven into the fabric of daily life, and profoundly meaningful. And think of the times she may have put aside her own plans to support you during a pivotal moment, perhaps staying up late to help you prepare for an important meeting or rearranging her schedule to accompany you to a family event. These aren't merely acts of kindness, they are conscious choices driven by love and a desire to be there for you when it matters most. Sacrifice in a relationship doesn't mean losing oneself or constantly giving up personal goals. It's about balance, understanding when to compromise and when to stand firm. A woman who loves you knows this balance well. She doesn't make sacrifices out of obligation or expectation. She does so willingly because she values your happiness and understands the importance of mutual give and take in a relationship. From a Stoic perspective, sacrifice is closely tied to the virtues of kindness and temperance. Stoicism teaches that our actions should be guided by reason and virtue, not fleeting emotions or selfish desires. In love, this means making choices that benefit the partnership as a whole, even if it requires personal compromise. When she chooses to make sacrifices for you, she's embodying these principles, demonstrating a love that is thoughtful, intentional, and deeply virtuous. It's important to recognize these sacrifices for what they are: acts of love. Too often, the daily efforts and adjustments that partners make for each other go unnoticed or are taken for granted. But each small sacrifice is a testament to her commitment, a reminder that she values your relationship and is willing to invest in its growth and stability. Consider, for instance, how she might set aside her own needs during a period when you're going through a particularly demanding time. Whether it's emotional support during a personal crisis or practical help when your responsibilities pile up, her willingness to step in and share the load speaks volumes about her dedication. These moments of sacrifice are not about martyrdom, they are about partnership, about ensuring that you both thrive together, even when the path is challenging. Her sacrifices also highlight her trust in the relationship. She believes in your ability to reciprocate, to recognize her efforts, and to support her when she needs it most. This mutual understanding fosters a sense of security and unity, creating a relationship dynamic where both partners feel valued and supported. At its core, love is about choosing each other every day, even when it requires effort, compromise, or sacrifice. The beauty of these moments lies in their quiet authenticity. They aren't done for show or with the expectation of praise. They are simple yet profound acts that strengthen the bond between you, reminding you both of the depth and resilience of your love. Ultimately, her willingness to make sacrifices for you is a reflection of a love that is selfless, enduring, and rooted in mutual respect. It's a love that understands the value of putting the partnership above individual desires when needed, ensuring that your relationship continues to grow and flourish in harmony. 8. She seeks to know you deeply. When a woman truly loves you, her curiosity about you goes far beyond the surface. She isn't content with knowing the basic details, your favorite color, your go-to meal, or the places you like to visit. No, her interest runs deeper. She wants to understand you on a fundamental level, to uncover the intricate layers of your personality, your history, and your dreams. This desire stems not from mere curiosity, but from a genuine commitment to knowing the real you. Imagine the way she leans in during a conversation, asking thoughtful questions that make you pause and reflect. She's not just listening to your words, she's absorbing them, piecing together the nuances of who you are. She'll ask about your childhood, your proudest moments, your fears, and even your regrets. She wants to understand what has shaped you, what drives you, and what holds you back. This pursuit of understanding is her way of saying, I want to know you completely because I love you entirely. This kind of love fosters a profound connection. When she invests time and effort into learning about you, it creates a sense of intimacy that goes beyond physical closeness. It's about emotional and intellectual intimacy where both of you feel seen, heard, and understood. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of understanding oneself and others, and this principle is beautifully reflected in her efforts to know you. She's not just interested in who you are today, but also in the journey that has brought you here and the aspirations that will carry you forward. Her desire to know you deeply also means she values the small details others might overlook. She notices how you like your coffee, the way your eyes light up when you talk about something you're passionate about, or how you organize your thoughts when faced with a challenge. These seemingly insignificant details are, to her, pieces of a larger puzzle. She treasures them because they are uniquely yours. But this level of understanding isn't just about gathering information, it's about building trust and creating a safe space for vulnerability. When someone takes the time to truly know you, it sends a powerful message. You matter to me. This allows you to let your guard down, to share parts of yourself you might not show to others. In turn, she reciprocates, sharing her own layers, deepening the connection between you. Of course, this process of getting to know each other deeply doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience, consistency, and a willingness to explore both the joys and the complexities of each other's lives. There will be moments of revelation where you share something you've never told anyone else, and she meets your vulnerability with compassion and understanding. There will also be moments of discovery where you learn new things about each other, even after years together. This deep understanding plays a crucial role in strengthening your relationship. It helps her anticipate your needs, understand your reactions, and offer support in ways that resonate with you. When you're stressed or upset, she knows whether you need space or a listening ear. When you're celebrating a victory, she knows how to share in your joy in a way that feels meaningful to you. This level of attunement creates a partnership that is not only resilient but also deeply fulfilling. Ultimately, her desire to know you deeply is a reflection of her love's authenticity. She's not content with a superficial connection. She wants a relationship that is rich, layered, and meaningful. And in seeking to know you, she's not just learning about you, she's building a foundation of trust, intimacy, and mutual growth that will sustain your relationship for years to come. 9. She prioritizes your relationship. In a world that constantly demands our time and attention, prioritization is everything. Work deadlines, social obligations, personal goals, these can all pull us in different directions. Yet, when a woman truly loves you, she ensures that your relationship remains a vital part of her life. This doesn't mean she neglects her other responsibilities or relationships, but it does mean she makes a deliberate effort to create space for you and for the connection you share. I think about the subtle ways she demonstrates this. She keeps you informed about her plans, not out of obligation, but because she values transparency and respects your place in her life. If she's planning a night out with friends, she lets you know, showing that your feelings and your trust matter to her. When she includes you in significant moments, introducing you to her family, inviting you to join her at important events, it's her way of integrating you into her world, signaling that you're a priority, not an afterthought. But prioritizing a relationship doesn't always look like grand gestures. Sometimes it's in the everyday moments. Carving out time for a quiet dinner together after a hectic day, choosing to spend her weekends with you, or simply sending a thoughtful message to remind you that she's thinking of you. These actions, though small, speak volumes. They show that amidst life's chaos, she consistently chooses you. From a stoic perspective, this prioritization aligns with the principle of focusing on what truly matters. Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between what is essential and what is fleeting, encouraging us to invest our energy in the relationships and pursuits that bring genuine value to our lives. By making your relationship a priority, she's embodying this wisdom, recognizing the importance of nurturing a connection that enriches both of your lives. But here's an important truth. Prioritizing doesn't mean losing one's independence or sacrificing other meaningful aspects of life. A woman who loves you will still cherish her own passions, friendships, and personal time, just as she expects you to do the same. The key lies in balance. She understands that a healthy relationship thrives when both partners feel valued and respected without losing their individual identities. This balance also involves knowing when to step up and be present during critical moments. When you truly need her support, whether you're facing a personal crisis, navigating a tough decision, or simply needing a comforting presence, she'll be there. You won't have to question whether she'll show up because her actions will consistently reassure you that your relationship is a priority in her life. Now let's take a moment to reflect. Have you noticed these signs in your relationship? Do you feel that your connection is consistently prioritized, even amidst life's inevitable busyness? If so, take a moment to appreciate it and her. And if you're not sure, consider how you might initiate a conversation about what prioritization looks like for both of you. These discussions can deepen your understanding of each other's needs and strengthen your bond. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you experienced a relationship where prioritization made a significant difference? Or perhaps you've learned valuable lessons about maintaining balance in your own life. Share your insights in the comments below. Your experiences could offer inspiration and guidance to others navigating similar paths. And if this resonates with you, give this a thumbs up. By engaging, you're helping us explore the nuances of love and relationships, creating a community where we can learn and grow together. Let's continue to prioritize the connections that matter most, one conversation at a time. 10. She doesn't put up with your misbehavior. Love is often seen as endless patience and understanding, but true love knows when to set boundaries. A woman who genuinely loves you won't simply overlook harmful or destructive behaviors. She's not afraid to call you out when your actions are self-sabotaging or detrimental to the relationship. This isn't done to belittle or control you, it's done because she cares deeply about your well-being and the health of your partnership. Imagine you're struggling with a habit that's been holding you back. Maybe it's procrastination, poor communication, or even something more serious like excessive drinking. She notices these patterns, and instead of turning a blind eye, she brings them to your attention. She does this not out of frustration, but from a place of love. Her goal is not to criticize, but to help you recognize behaviors that could be hurting you or the relationship. From a Stoic perspective, this aligns with the principle of seeking virtue and growth. Stoicism teaches that life's purpose is to strive for personal excellence and wisdom. Sometimes this path requires the guidance and honesty of those who care about us most. When she holds you accountable, she's acting as both a partner and a mentor, encouraging you to align your actions with your higher values. Her refusal to tolerate harmful behaviors is also a sign of respect, both for herself and for you. She understands that a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and growth. By addressing issues head-on, she's affirming her belief in your ability to change and improve. She's saying, "I see your potential, and I believe you can rise above this." This approach fosters an environment of accountability and mutual growth. In many ways, it reflects the ancient Stoic practice of self-examination. Just as Stoics regularly reflected on their actions to identify areas for improvement, her willingness to confront your missteps invites you to do the same. It's not about dwelling on past mistakes, but about learning from them and striving to do better. At the same time, her love ensures that this accountability comes with compassion. She understands that change takes time and that everyone stumbles along the way. Her support remains steady, even as she encourages you to work through your challenges. She's there to celebrate your progress and to offer a steady hand when you falter. It's also important to recognize the balance in this dynamic. While she holds you accountable, she doesn't seek to control or dominate you. Her goal is to foster a relationship where both partners feel empowered to grow and evolve. And just as she expects you to address your missteps, she's willing to do the same. A healthy, loving relationship is a two-way street where both individuals are committed to self-improvement and mutual respect. Ultimately, her unwillingness to tolerate harmful behaviors is a testament to the depth of her love. She's not content with a relationship that simply coasts along. She wants a partnership where both of you thrive, individually and together. Through her honesty and compassion, she helps create a foundation for growth, accountability, and enduring love. 11. She fears losing you. When a woman truly loves you, one of her most profound fears is losing the connection you share. This fear isn't rooted in possessiveness or insecurity, but in the immense value she places on your relationship. To her, you are not just a partner, but an integral part of her life's fabric, a source of joy, support, and growth. The thought of losing that bond, of no longer sharing life's journey with you, is a weight she carries quietly yet deeply. You may notice this in small, seemingly inconsequential moments. Perhaps she expresses concern when you seem distant or withdrawn. Maybe she asks for reassurance when life pulls you in different directions, work, personal goals, or even social circles. These aren't signs of weakness but of love. Her questions and concerns stem from her desire to nurture and protect the connection you've both worked to build. Consider how Stoicism approaches relationships and attachments. While Stoics encourage a level of detachment from external outcomes, they also acknowledge the value of meaningful connections. Love, when understood through the Stoic lens, is not about clinging or controlling but about cherishing the present and investing in what truly matters. Her fear of losing you reflects her understanding that what you share is rare and precious. But this fear isn't paralyzing, it's motivating. It drives her to be present, to communicate openly, and to invest in your relationship continuously. She knows that love isn't static, it requires effort, attention, and a willingness to adapt. Her actions demonstrate her commitment to keeping the bond strong, even in the face of challenges or uncertainty. Now, let's explore how this fear manifests in a healthy way. She might be proactive in resolving conflicts, seeking to understand your perspective and finding common ground. She may initiate conversations about the future, not to pressure you but to ensure you're both aligned and moving forward together. These actions show her dedication to creating a relationship that not only survives but thrives. Her fear of losing you also brings out her vulnerability. She may express moments of doubt, wondering if she's doing enough or if her love is reaching you in the way she hopes. These moments are opportunities for deep connection and reassurance. By addressing them openly, you both strengthen the trust and intimacy that form the foundation of your partnership. However, this dynamic requires balance. While her fear of losing you can be a powerful motivator, it's essential that it doesn't lead to overdependence or anxiety. A healthy relationship is built on mutual trust and security, where both partners feel valued and confident in their bond. As her partner, it's important to recognize her vulnerability and respond with empathy, offering reassurance and showing through your actions that your commitment is unwavering. Ultimately, her fear of losing you is a reflection of how much you mean to her. It's a reminder that love, at its core, is about connection and belonging. By embracing and nurturing this connection, you create a partnership that is resilient, fulfilling, and deeply rewarding. Together, you navigate the complexities of love with a shared understanding that what you have is worth protecting and cherishing. And there you have it, 11 powerful signs that a woman truly loves you. Each one is a testament to the depth and authenticity of her feelings, reflecting a love that is rooted in respect, trust, and mutual growth. If you've recognized these signs in your own relationship, take a moment to appreciate the incredible bond you share. And if you're still searching for this kind of connection, know that it's out there, waiting for you to recognize and nurture it. Let this journey of understanding love inspire you to be present, to invest in your relationships, and to strive for a partnership that embodies the principles of Stoicism, resilience, wisdom, and virtuous growth. Thank you for exploring these ideas with me today. May your relationships be a source of strength and joy. Until next time, keep reflecting, growing, and cherishing the love in your life.